Hello, this is Andrew Hicks, your technology coordinator for the Ubaldini Group. Today we're going to be going over how to create a custom HTML email from our Designs applet. We're going to be able to use a design that we create within Designs to add to an email. That way, whenever we send out our smart plan, we can have a couple more graphics on it and spice it up a little bit. So the first thing we want to do, we're going to want to go into Designs to create our design or our images first. So in order to do that, we're going to click on the red KW in the upper left-hand corner. Makes it a little bit easier to notice what these applets are, especially if you're new. So we're going to go ahead and choose Designs. Once we have Designs open, we can create a new image. So we're going to do the graphic first. So in order to do that, we're going to click on the little plus down in the bottom right-hand corner. And we can choose really any of these. The only one we're not able to add at this time is a video. So typically we'll choose between social and print. It really doesn't matter which one you choose. We're going to go ahead and choose social for this one though. And we'll click on next. Now it's going to load up our Designs workspace, and from here is where we can choose what image we want to start with. Now I know a lot of you like to send some smart plan emails out around the holiday, so we're going to go ahead and use something from the upcoming holiday, which is Thanksgiving. So we're going to choose templates here on the left-hand side, and we're going to choose new designs. This is where we can typically find designs that are created for specific holidays. As you can see, now that it is a couple of days after Halloween, we've already got Thanksgiving up here. So we're going to go ahead and choose, we're just going to go ahead and choose this one. You can really choose any one that you'd like. We can add text to the image. We can move things around. So we're going to go ahead and click on Use. And it's going to load up the workspace so we can edit the image. Now, you can see if we click inside of Designs, we can move stuff around from here. What we're going to do in this case, though, we're just going to add some text. And you can see if we click on Add, we can add these different types of text here. Now, you can do a lot with Designs. There is so much you can do. It's very much like Canva, where you can move elements around and edit things, change the color and stuff. There's just too much to go over in this short video. So I will make sure to leave a link in the comments on a good video on how to learn more about Designs. That'll walk you through it a little bit more so you can do a little bit more with it. So if we wanted to add text, we could click on any of these text options. And now you can see we've got our subtitle here. So if I wanted to put my name on here or my real estate team, you can select the text from within here. You can type our name. Now, if we select that text, you can see that we can change the color. And we can change the font. You get a little preview of what that font looks like. There's a ton of options here. Again, we're not going to go over all the nuances of Designs. We're just going to give you a quick idea on how to get started here. So we'll say that this is my team logo or my team name. And you can see we have that there. We can edit this in any number of ways. Different designs have different objects that you can move around. But what we're going to do now that we've got that completed, let's say we're finished with working with our image, we can save that. And what we want to do is we want to download that to our computer. That way we can use it inside of our email. So what I'll do, I'll click on the download button here in the upper right. And the default option for a JPEG, that's just fine. You can click on Start Download. That's going to download it onto my computer. So now that it's downloaded, it looks like it's preparing here currently. And now that it is ready, we can start creating our email. So for that, what we're going to do is we're going to click on Done. And we can save this if we'd like to. It'll automatically save for us. So what we're going to do now, we're going to start with the email. So in order to start that, what we need to do is click on our Designs again. Now we're going to hit the plus button in the bottom right-hand corner. And from here, we're going to choose the email option. We'll click on Next. Now we can start with a template from KWRI, or we can use our own design templates we've created previously. But for the purpose of this, we'll have to create a brand new template. So if we click on Create New Template here in the upper right, you can see we come to our email editor. Now this is a new update that we did a couple of weeks ago. It makes our emails a lot a lot neater looking, a lot nicer. There's more options for it, and creating it is a lot easier. So what we want to do first is we want to use the legal header. That's going to put your name, your office, your headshot in there. So if we just drag that, and you can see as I drag it out here, we have a green line going across the top. Now that's going to be the placement of the element that we're dropping in. So I put my information in here. I don't have a headshot uploaded, so it just shows KW, but yours will have your headshot there. Now, after the header, we typically want to put in either text, or we can even put in our image, which is what we'll be doing in a moment. But one of the great things about the new email editor is we can use merge fields. That way, whenever we send out an email through a smart plan, it's going to autofill your contact's name. So for instance, if I drag a text box out here, and to edit that text, all we have to do, we can either double click on it, and it opens up the edit window here to the right where we can type in the text and our content that we want. Or if I didn't have this open, I'll click on done. We can click on it and choose the little pencil to edit. So I'm going to double click on this again. We can change the font. We can change all kinds of stuff here. We're going to keep it pretty simple here. You can go nuts. You can be as creative as you want to with this. But we'll say hello. And again, we've got this merge field here. The same thing as whenever you create a custom smart plan. The information that you choose here is going to auto-populate with either your agent information or your contact's information. So we'll scroll on through. And you can see towards the bottom is where we get the contact information here. So we can use contact first name. Oh, I cannot type today. So as you can see, we have hello contact first name. So when this email goes out on that smart plan, it's going to autofill with that contact's first name. So now we have hello contact first name, just wanted to wish you and your family a happy Thanksgiving. Once we're happy with our text, and we can change the size here if we'd like, then we just click on done. Now, whenever they receive the email, they're going to see this message here with their name filled in. Now, if we wanted to add something else like an image we created in Designs, we can drag this image block out. And again, you can see that green line is going to indicate where it's going to go inside of the email. So I'll go ahead and drop it right below. Now, one thing to remember with this is whenever you drag the objects out into the workspace, we cannot have them side by side. It's only top to bottom, so you can only have one element per line. So since we downloaded the image, we're going to click on Add Images. And we can click on here to open up our file browser. I'm not sure if you can see my screen here, but I'm just going to choose that image that we created. You can see it's right here. Once we add the file in here, we can drag and drop it or use our file browser. We're going to click one time on the image to select it. We're going to click on Save. So you can see it puts our image right in here. Now, another great thing is that we now have a legal footer as well, which is going to add your information too. So if we drag and drop this down at the very bottom, now again, you can see as I move this around, that green line is jumping up and down. We can't put it right next to it. It has to go either above or below. So we're going to go ahead and make sure that it's down below. You can see the green line down at the very bottom. It's fairly faint, but it's down there. We drop that legal footer. So it's going to have my Market Center information, our Market Center logo, your office information, all that down inside the legal footer. And once we're done, we're going to give it a name. So let's name this Happy Thanksgiving Email. So we're going to save and exit. So once we're happy with our design of our email, we can click on Save and Exit. And you can see we've got our Happy Thanksgiving email template. So now, so far, what we've done, we created a design. We used an image on there and edited a little bit. We created an email template and added that image that we created into it. So now we have an email template. What we can do with this now is we can use that in email campaigns. We can also use that in smart plans. So to use that in a smart plan, I'm going to hit the red KW in the upper left-hand corner. We're going to choose smart plans from the list. And we can click on Leave since we're not creating anything currently. Now, We can create a new Team Smart. I'll go ahead and switch this over to my personal command. With the new Teams update, there are some differences now with Team SmartPlans, but I'm going to be using the personal instance. So if we click on Create here in the upper right-hand corner, we can give our smart plan a name. Let's say we're going to call it Happy Thanksgiving. We're going to click on Apply. And this should be pretty familiar if you've created a smart plan before. What we're going to do with this one, we're going to use the email option. So for send an email, and we can just say Happy Thanksgiving. Now, this is where we can choose the email type. And since we created that email inside of our designs area, it's going to be an HTML email. This is so that we can send an email in a smart plan that isn't just text. So it's not just a simple text-based email. We can add images into it to spice it up a little bit. So we're going to hit HTML. And we can browse our library for the email template. We're going to choose the one that we just created. So if we click on here, you can see we've got my design template. We've got that Happy Thanksgiving email. So we're going to choose that. And we're going to hit next down in the bottom right-hand corner to continue. So now we've got that Happy Thanksgiving email. So when this smart plan goes out and I put my clients onto this smart plan, they're going to receive an email that says Happy Thanksgiving, and it's going to give their first name, and it's going to have that image on there. A little bit more functionality for our smart plans. Being able to add images to it is a great thing. It separates your emails from the rest. They may not think it's an automated one since you took the time for it. So we can hit that little save button. We can save our email smart plan, and we can even add somebody to it from here as well. So I hope you liked the video. I will be making more of these, and I will be having some videos on our team functionality very soon. If you do have any questions, feel free to reach out to me at andrewhicks@kw.com. And if there's any clarification or any issues with this, reach out and I will help you get that taken care of very quickly. Thank you, everybody, and have a great day.